Good afternoon, baseball fans. We welcome you to Championship Saturday. We have 7 tickets already sent to state. We're going to send 1 more by the end of the day today. Very good afternoon to you all. My name is Mike Wendland. Steve Mays alongside me on the commentary. Trevor Zaleski, Jason Zaleski, Katie Lecht, Kel Jacoby on the production side of things as we get set for this one here live from Veterans Memorial Park here in Plover. It is the Plover Black Sox and the Wisconsin Rapids Rangers going head-to-head. Wisconsin Rapids is the home team for this game. The scenario is, if Plover wins, they will be on their way to state. If Wisconsin Rapids wins, we will play again at 7. You can find all of that right here on Zaleski Sports. So that being said, we're going to take a look at the teams that have been sent to state so far. They're going to be playing up in Marinette starting on Tuesday morning. And so let's take a look at our first group. You can look right there, Eau Claire and Manitowoc. I've seen both these teams. You've seen Eau Claire.
Yep.
Manitowoc, they are just a big physical team. They got power to spare. Their pitching was kind of up and down when I saw them here last weekend, but they can really hit the baseball.
Well, and they're a team with a lot of history. They won state last year in Sheboygan. And so a team that can constantly has success, especially at this Legion level. We'll see it here today with Plover and Wisconsin Rapids. You have success up and down from 17U down to AAA Legion or high school or AAA seniors. You're going to have good success throughout your program. In Eau Claire, the only game that I saw Eau Claire play, they beat Neenah 22-0. So I didn't get to see a whole lot of that, but we were able to see Eau Claire north of Memorial this year a lot. We know what Regis does, so a good history in Eau Claire as well. So first matchup of the state tournament should be a good one, Eau Claire and Manitowoc on Tuesday.
Of course, the next one, then we go to the Appleton Double Days, clinching their one last night against Janesville. I saw Janesville last week. They have a couple really good pitchers, Jack Ryan especially. And if I'm on that call, I'm going to be making many Jack Ryan puns, so be ready for that. But I mean, he was lights out in the tournament last week. He struck a 15 against Neenah through a 1-hitter, and then they have speed as well. They're a team that's very fast, and I don't know enough about Appleton, but they're another team that's been historically very good.
Yeah, the only thing I know about Appleton is they're 17U. The Appleton Double Days are in state this week over in Wisconsin Rapids. Again, teams out of the Fox Valley are usually pretty good, and should be a good 2 o'clock matchup on Tuesday as well.
Then we get to our nightcap, to be the 8 o'clock game. That's going to be Marinette, the host team. So they're, again, an automatic bid. They'll be taking on Sheboygan, who was the host last year. So there's a little bit of fun time there. Sheboygan, a team that's a little bit top-heavy, a little bit up and down, but when they're on, they can hit and they can run. They are a very quick team. They have a lot of speed on that team.
You guys saw Marinette during the high school season when they played Wapaka.
They're young.
They played Plover up in Escanaba the first weekend of the year. So it should be, as you mentioned, 2 back-to-back host teams playing each other. Sheboygan this year had to make their way through the regional, obviously, to make it to state. So it should be a good matchup as well.
And our final matchup, that'll be Tuesday at 5. It'll be the winner of this region, whether it's Plover or Wisconsin Rapids, taking on the Kaukauna Angels, moving up to AAA. As Kaukauna, a AA state champ a couple of years ago, as they move up to AAA.
Yep. Yeah, and they took down a good De Pere team Twice. First round of the tournament. They lost to them this morning, beat them this afternoon. So Kaukauna,
they're coming in hot.
A 9-11 team, a team to watch out for, especially, and they'll play the winner of these games here today.
That being said, so those are our state qualifiers. So one more ticket to punch. That will be happening today. We'll, of course, find all those games starting next week on Zaleski Sports again. So right now we're going to we're going to take a quick break, come back with the opening ceremonies and the first pitch right here on Zaleski Sports Championship Saturday.
The Midstate Technical College Healthcare Simulation Center, in a partnership with Aspirus, is a state-of-the-art interdisciplinary healthcare simulation center. It provides specialized spaces and simulation technology equipped with medium and high-fidelity mannequins and other equipment to create complex healthcare training scenarios. Visit our website at mstc.edu/simcenter.
Save during the summer tire event at Sherrill Tire and Service Centers. Up to $150 back on a select set of 4 Goodyear tires. Buy online or mail-in rebate when you use the Goodyear credit card through June 30th at Sherrill Tire and Service Centers. Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
soon. So.
Glad to be back with you guys. We welcome you here to Veterans Memorial as we get set for our national anthem. So that being said, we're going to turn things over to our public address for the opening ceremonies on Championship Saturday. So we get set for this one. It's been the two best teams all year long in the Wisconsin Valley going head-to-head once, maybe twice this afternoon into this evening as we get set for this one. Again, Steve, you've seen this Rapids team. You've seen Caleb Ellis. What are we going to see from this young right-hander?
Well, you just got to be able to hit his spots against a very powerful Plover team. Caleb's been able to see a lot of these guys. You mentioned top two teams in the Valley, not just this summer, but also in the spring, Spash and Wisconsin Rapids. So there's a lot of history between these two teams. I think coming in, 50-something wins and just 7 losses on the summer between these two clubs. So Wisconsin Rapids.
57-7 between the two.
Yeah, just unbelievable. Very two high-powered and very two historically good programs. It should be a good matchup here today. Wisconsin Rapids has exhausted a lot of their top tier pitching. Braden Lewis, Jordan Tibbetts, and Eli Hahn yesterday. So we'll see what they've got left. We'll talk about Mr. Air when we get to the bottom of the first, but it should be a good matchup between Caleb Ellis and this high-powered offense.
Absolutely. Ellis comes in 0-1, making his second start. He's given up just 13 hits in 13 innings, an ERA of 1.62, 18 strikeouts in that time. So he's been really kind of the breakout star of this team. He had kind of a rough spring year at the plate, but he's been on fire at the plate here this summer. And he's going to be a guy to look for in spring ball next year.
Absolutely, and batting from the number 9 spot, able to get on the base as much as he can with the top of the order for Wisconsin Rapids. We'll see that, but now Jackson Fox leads it off here on Championship Saturday.
See the Black Sox center fielder hitting .323. He's driven in 14 as he takes the first pitch down and away, and we're underway. The defense for Wisconsin Rapids is going to go as follows. Your outfield from left to right, Marco Simonson, Brendan Huber, Jackson Laskowski. You've seen those 3 names all summer long. As there is a strike from Alex Bartman. Calling the balls and strikes. Johnny Bilo at third base. And at first base, Kenny Beeper Dayton. A couple guys who've been umping for a long, long time as that's fouled straight back. And the infield for Wisconsin Rapids from third base across. Brian Olds over at third. Caden Sengbush and Brett Simonson will be turning it up the middle. Braden Lewis, as always, over at first, and Cannon Plowman doing the catching. As Fox does everything he can to stay alive, as Ellis working quick.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's one thing we've seen from all these guys a lot from both teams. Quick workers, they know what they're gonna pitch.
Foul line drive toward right. And that's still going to be foul, so we'll try it again. These top 3 for Plover, for the last few weeks, they've had these 3 atop their outfield. Fox, Nysham, and Geyer. And of course, all the stories are going to be on Braylon Nysham with 10 home runs. He had a moonshot last night. So that's going to be, the key is going to be keep guys off base in front of him.
Yeah, absolutely. And limiting the walks, that has been an issue for Rapids this year. And this is perfect leadoff situation here for Jackson Fox. Make Caleb Ellis throw a lot of pitches, being a perfect leadoff hitter for Plover here to start.
Especially, again, Wisconsin Rapids, more than Plover, is going to be short-staffed as far as arms they have. You're going to have Ellis, you're going to have Brett Simonson, you're going to have Ethan Freeman.
Yep.
You might have someone like Olds maybe, or maybe Sandwich for a little bit. That's going to be past the diving Simonson into right center, a base hit for Fox. And what an at-bat to start the game.
Yeah, that was tremendous. Able to fight off a lot of pitches, get a lot of foul balls, and now he stands at first base here in the first inning.
And I know Cannon's got a good arm too, but Fox also a guy who can steal. He's 13 for 15 in stolen bases. Not quite Brendan Huber, but he can still run. But now you got to worry about the power of the highlighter bat and Braylon Nystrom.
Yeah, absolutely. You don't want to take your mind off of Nystrom at the plate with a runner at first base.
No, Nystrom comes in at 426, 10 home runs, 40 driven in, including 6 doubles and a couple of triples. So he takes a big cut there, and it's 1-1. So Nystrom climbing up the Plover record books as well now in home runs, playing for this team in right field today. Was the winning pitcher yesterday despite hitting 4 guys, including 3 in a row in the first inning against Everest. But a guy who's got big-time power in the bat and in their right arm.
Yeah, and I think the key for Plover today, get off to a quick start. They've been slow offensively starting games, and this one's popped up to Olds over at third.
That might go back into fair territory. And it is a fair ball, but it's caught.
That's a big out.
That's huge. So here comes Chase Geyer, and as Geyer walks in, reminders all that Rustic Redefined, they're going to provide a boutique shopping experience that's got unique and affordable clothing and accessories that are going to fit your individual style. Shop Rustic Redefined. That's on 8th Street over in Wisconsin Rapids. Chase Geyer, a little bit of a slumping hitter right now, hitting .336, a couple of home runs and 36 driven in.
But the guy that just needs one swing to get right back in, a couple grand slams this summer for Mr. Geyer. So just a matter of time if he can get hot at the plate, be as dangerous as he's been all year.
Best hitter on the junior team last year. Yeah. He's really, he's been there, kind of Plover's version of a breakout star so far this year. Much like Carl Buechler was last year, kind of broke out, became a leading RBI guy. Geyer's been that guy this year. And also very good defensively. Him and Fox are 2 very good defensive outfielders. As you see Fox take his lead off first, there's a high fly ball into deep left. Simonson still going back. Look up and see you later. Number 3 for Geyer, and it's 2-0 Plover. He said it took one swing to get hot.
Talked him right into it.
Man, Chase Geyer goes yard. The 21st home run of the season for Plover. As they take a 2-0 lead. And this is a dream start for Plover offensively. Like I said, they'd been starting slow all week long. To get 2 here in the first is massive. As here comes Bryce Ayer. He's going to line one right over the glove of Olds and into left. So Ayer aboard. And that'll bring in Matt Gladowski.
Yeah, it's something that we've talked about all week long. The pitching for everybody is going to be limited, except for the way that Wayne Sankey has been able to use his pitching and the length of the outings for these Plover pitchers has been key. And Rapids using their top 3 pitchers in the first one, as you take a look at Geyer's 2-run home run here in the first inning.
As that ball just kept on going.
Yeah.
It's quickly 0-2. Former Amherst Falcon Matt Gladowski coming hitting .323. He's got 3 home runs as well. Yeah. He went back-to-back days last weekend, including the walk-off against Manitowoc. Yeah. And he gets buckled and takes strike 3 called. So a couple of quick strikeout there for Ellis. That's exactly what he needed.
Yeah.
Kind of settle things down. That'll bring in Devin Morozic.
Yeah, after giving up a home run on the very next pitch, Bryce Ayer singled into left. So, good for Caleb Ellis to get a couple outs here in the first inning.
Morozic will swing at the first pitch and pop it foul. That's going to be out of play. So again, Morozic comes in hitting .354. He's been swinging the bat well recently as well. A big doubles guy. He's got 1 home run. So he's been very good. Playing at first base this one with Ayer pitching. As he takes that one up in the zone again, Alex Bartman calling the balls and strikes. I do like having the 3-man crew as well. Today. He always guarantees that really nothing's going to be missed as far as some shenanigans. There's a ground ball under the glove of Simonson and into center, a base hit. Ayer's going to hold up at second as Huber's going to fire it back in. Yeah, don't test the arm of Huber.
Yeah,
but a 4-hit inning.
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. And getting off to quick start, we mentioned it, quick starts that, or slow starts that Plover has had to start this week. A lot of hard hit balls here in the first inning against Caleb Ellis.
And that'll bring in Ben Fonte, the second baseman. Well, Ben's got a second batting glove on tonight. He's been going all year long with the single batting glove on his bottom hand. But he's got 2 on today. He came in yesterday, was a closer. He's going to take a good breaking ball from Ellis there. He looks like Caleb's going to have to really get that curveball going, I think, to try and settle things out. And Plover's been hitting his fastball.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of breaking stuff if he's able to figure it out.
There's a fly ball right. Laskowski's going to be there and end the inning. But it was a great start for the Black Sox. Couple of runs on 4 hits and 2 runners left as we have played 1/2 inning. Your score, Plover 2 and Wisconsin Rapids coming to bat when we return as you are watching Championship Saturday live on Zaleski Sports.
Little Sprouts is now open in Rudolph with the same great child care you know about in Auburndale. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
The community here in Rudolph has been extremely welcoming, and we're excited to serve here just like we do up in Auburndale. Part of the process is to help out the school districts and to help the children their 4K children to stay close and get services right here. We serve here in Rudolph 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds, and up in Auburndale we serve 6 weeks old until 12-year-olds.
Our Auburndale pea pods, wiggle worms, busy bees, and fireflies welcome the Rudolph sweet potatoes, lovely ladybugs, and beautiful butterflies. Contact Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
Broadcasting live here from Veterans Memorial Park in Plover. You see right-hander Bryce Ayer getting loose. And as he does, reminder as well from our friends at Spectrum Benefit Solutions. They have offices located throughout central Wisconsin. As you're a group benefits provider for health, dental, accident, and life insurance, Spectrum Benefit Solutions. They work with hundreds of clients of all sizes to help you attract and retain the best employees. Find Spectrum Benefit Solutions on Facebook to get started. And we talked during the top half about how Quade Sakey's managed his pitching staff. Being able to have Bryce Ayer on Championship Saturday, most people are going to call it genius.
Yeah,
because they threw him for 1 inning a couple days ago just to keep him loose. But he's a full go, 105 pitches today if needed.
Yep.
And last time he started a game, he threw a no-hitter.
Yeah, it couldn't have worked out any better for if you're a Plover Black Sox fan. Wayne Sankey, we mentioned it even before coming on the broadcast today. Over 600 wins for Wayne in his career.
That's just summer ball.
Yeah, and you don't get there without knowing what's going on. Obviously, Wayne, one of the best in the state, and having a guy like Bryce Ayer going for you in a championship game, you can't get much smoother than that on the coaching side of things. The last time he faced Wisconsin Rapids, 5 walks in the first inning. Obviously, the Plover came back to win that game in Wisconsin Rapids. We'll see how his command is here on this picture-perfect Saturday afternoon.
So Ayer does have 19 walks in 36 innings, an ERA of .97, but 48 strikeouts.
Eight of those walks were against Wisconsin Rapids in one game.
As Brennan Hewer fouls the first one back, he did, again, he struck out 12 and walked 1 in that no-hitter against Holman, a very good Holman team. As, again, Brennan Huber, not much to say about him as a hitter, 456. He has been as good as it gets the past couple of years at the plate. But he is scuffling a little bit now, though. These last couple weeks, his swing seems a little long. Yeah. But again, much like Chase Goddard, all it takes is one swing to get him going. And when he gets going, he can carry a team.
Yeah, absolutely. We saw that yesterday against Wausau. The second pitch that you saw, he tripled into the right center field gap. It's one of those things that you got to get hot.
So there's a fly ball into right. Nysham in a few steps, and he's got an easy catch. And there's out number 1.
Ayer and Huber, enemies today.
Friends starting in the fall.
Yeah, teammates in a couple of weeks when they go to school.
When Brennan starts at UWSP.
Yep, absolutely.
Here's Brett Simonson, one of the talented youngsters for this team, just finishing his sophomore year. Yep. He was in that 2 spot, even going back to spring balls. He takes a strike. Yep. And I saw him pitch against Rhineland early in the year. He struck out 13 in that game. I won't be surprised if we see him on the mound sometime today. And he's got good stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. We saw him in relief yesterday against Wausau, and a player that a lot of Central Wisconsin baseball fans will have to keep their eye out on the next handful of years here in Central Wisconsin. Very talented.
Quickly behind 0-2, though, is Error. As always, working out of the stretch. That one to go high and away. So Plover in their black jerseys, the gray pants, the white numbers, and the modern Sox logo with names on the back. Wisconsin Rapids in the blue tops, sleeveless with the red shirts underneath, white pants, and the red caps. A couple of sharp-looking teams here on Championship Saturday. As there's a swing and a miss. Air gets his first strikeout.
Yeah, it's just one of those things. Again, commanding. You saw the first 2 pitches on the inside corner, had Simonson guessing, and he threw it on the outside, and Brett couldn't react to it and catch up to it.
And if there's one guy who's going to challenge Huber on the seat for hitting, it's going to be this man, Caden Sangbush.
Yep.
Comes in at 443, 3 home runs, 35 RBIs. Both those the top numbers on the team. As Air pumps in a strike.
Yeah, Caden just finishing up his freshman year at lacrosse. Didn't play for the Eagles this spring, was on the team, but looking for a good sophomore year in lacrosse.
And we know he can hit. We've known he can hit for years.
Yeah. Yeah, we've had the great privilege of watching Caden the last number of years, and he's been a fantastic kid to watch.
That's popped straight back. Adam Noskowiak gives a look, and it's going to be onto the net right next to us. So look at the defense as well for Plover behind Bryce here. Your outfield from left to right will be Geyer, Fox, and Nysham, as it has been pretty much every game this year. Infield from left to right, Gladowski's over at third. Beekler and Fonny, your double play combo, as they have been again for almost the entire summer. Devin Mrozek over at first, and Noskowiak, the youngest guy probably in Senior Legion, doing the catching. There's a check swing, grounder to third, charging Gladowski. Sliding throw, and it's going to be wide, and he's going to be safe. And I think that's an infield hit.
That's a really tough play for Gladowski over at third. One of the faster players is Gladowski, but Sangbush also very quick.
Fast.
And on that check swing, the grass slowing the ball down just enough for Caden to be able to beat it out at first.
So now bringing the left-hander Braden Lewis, hitting 420, 28 RBIs.
Yeah, Braden in that 4 spot. If he gets a first pitch that he likes, he'll line it right down the right field line, going to Carroll in the fall.
Is he playing ball at Carroll?
He is, yep.
There we go.
One of the smartest kids that I know is Braden Lewis. A lot of academic awards at Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln, and all-around good kid, absolutely.
And he's also the number 1 pitcher for the past couple of years.
Yeah.
So he's going to foul that one off toward the parking lot and away from all of our cars. We're good. Remember as well, a big thank you is going to go out to our game day sponsors this afternoon. That's Rapid Sheet Metal, Sparhawk Trucking, and Scott Krug Realty.
An individual that, in Braden Lewis, he struck out, I think, once this weekend. A guy that does not strike out a whole lot. Bryce Air would be the one to do so, but Braden, a very good eye at the plate.
Oh, yes. 17 walks to 3 strikeouts. They'll go the short way on the ground ball there. Beekler to Fonte, and the fielder's choice will end the inning. No runs on a hit and a runner left, as we have played one here in the first game of Championship Saturday, maybe the only game. It is 2-0 Plover going to the second. So you're watching American Legion Baseball live on Zaleski Sports.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
Hi, this is Jill from Home Furniture and Design. Since 1970 and 4 generations, our family has been proudly offering quality furniture like Lazy Boy, Serta, and the Amish to Central Wisconsin. We also offer free in-home design with our professionally trained designers to help you create a space that is uniquely yours, whether it's just a sofa or the entire home.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
West Grand Avenue, Wisconsin Rapids, and Post Road in Plover.
We said we're growing, and we are. Come join the Crystal Finishing family. We're looking for experienced industrial maintenance mechanics, CNC fabricators, all driver positions for our freight team, as well as skilled and general production. We know the importance of a work and life balance. Our shift options and flexible schedules set us apart. Our pay ranges from $17 to $43 per hour depending on your skill level. We're proud to be a family-owned company that is committed to our community, team members, and the growth of our business. Call or jump on our website to learn more.
We get set for the top half of inning number 2. Carl Beekler is going to lead things off for the Black Sox with a 2-0 lead. They had 4 hits off of Caleb Ellis in that first inning. It'll be 8-9-1. Beekler, Noskowiak, and then back to Fox against the right-hander as the first pitch is in for a strike. And Mike Whelan here with Steve Maves, Trevor Zaleski, Jason Zaleski, Katie Lecht, and Cal Jacoby on our production side of things. Wrapping up a fun week of regional baseball as there's a fly ball into fairly deep right. Blaskowski makes a leaping catch. He had to keep backpedaling, but he's going to make the play in the end for out number 1.
Yeah, you talk about the growth that Carl Beekler had. We saw him a couple times in the spring for Stevens Point, and then this spring or this summer, seeing him a couple times, outstanding shortstop for the Black Sox this year, and
an exceptional defensive player.
Yeah, absolutely, and. It's been weird. We talked to Coach Sankey a couple of nights ago that very a lot of errors the first couple of games or at least that first game, very uncharacteristic of Plover.
Quickly 0-2 on Adam Noskowiak. He'll take one high, and another guy who's been kind of a breakup by is Ben Noskowiak, seizing the catching job at just 15. He had a big home run over in Minnesota in that tournament in New Ulm. And for the foreseeable future, the job is his. He has been getting better and better every game behind the plate, and he's shown that he can hit.
Well, absolutely, and to go off of, again, going off the spring, playing 29, close to 30 games, coming here, nearly 40 games, that's a lot of baseball for these young players, and a good eye here as Noskowiak will take first.
From 0-2 to a walk for Noskowiak. That'll bring in Jackson Fox. Fox is 1 for 1. He singled and scored back in the first. And I see that reminder is all from our friends at Mobile Link in Wisconsin Rapids. Your go-to for car and boat services. That includes window tinting, remote start, and accessorizing. Fox had a great at-bat to really set the tone for the game in the top of the first. And it's been kind of full speed steam ahead for this offense since.
Well, absolutely. And with Caleb Ellis in that first inning, 25 pitches with a limited pitching staff for Wisconsin Rapids. That's a big number to get in the first inning if you're a Plover offense.
As Fox will take a big cut and miss. It's quickly 0-2 on him. And when you look at this one, their goal is going to be to make Ellis work and get to Simonson or Freeman or whoever it ends up being. And it just from there you kind of build off that because, again, we said before we got on the air, this is probably the toughest region in the state to get through. If you get through this one, you know you are a very well-deserving state qualifier. And really, 2 or 3 of these teams, at least 2, are state-level teams. And you can make it a case for Wausau and maybe at Everest as well. Yeah. Are good enough to get out of many of the other regions here in the state.
We'll talk about it after if Braden catches this one here. I must have gotten it.
And he got it, yes.
Just saw clapping from the Rapid side. But we talk about that all year long, whether at high school and now summer. The central Wisconsin area, especially in the springtime, and now summer with baseball, softball, and now Legion, one of the best areas in the whole state. And we saw it in the Wisconsin Valley Conference in springtime. And like you just mentioned, right here in the summer as well.
As that'll be outside on Neisham. And I mean, you look at these teams coming in 33-4, 24-3, or 23-3, whatever. Again, 24-3. There's going to be a single-digit loss team, a low single-digit loss team that's not going to be going to Marinette.
Yep. Yeah, and then you get a team like Kakana, 9-11, getting hot at the right time, taking down De Pere in the regional.
It was like last year with Marshfield, got hot at the right time.
Yep, absolutely.
So Neisham behind 1 and 2. Runner still on first in Noskowiak with 2 outs here in the top of the second. That 1-out walk. And Neisham spoils a foul ball right in front of our very own Katie Lecht on the third base camera.
Now, Katie's made a lot of friends this week from all over the state, or from all over central Wisconsin, Wausau, Everest. I don't know if the Rapids kids are talking to her yet, but...
As there's a big cut and miss, a good curveball. That time from Ellis. He gets his second strikeout and ends the inning. So no runs, no hits, and runner left, 2 through an inning and a half. Your score, Plover 2 and Wisconsin Rapids 0. You're watching Championship Saturday at American Legion on Zaleski Sports.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
Bauer & Fine has been based in Marshfield since 1955. And if you're in business that long, you're obviously doing many things right. We always focus on selling world-class products, backing it up with world-class customer support.
Working with Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been a pleasure. We have staff on call that we can call if we ever have issues, and the printer usability has been really easy, user-friendly.
Give us a call, visit our website. We'd be happy to come in, talk to you. Maybe there's a way we can help you save some money and work more efficiently.
All the dads watching down the foul line as we get set for the bottom half of inning number 2. Great to see the families out here supporting their teams and their towns. It's a great crowd, and the atmosphere all week has been awesome here at the Region 2, regionals here in American Legion Baseball. Mike Owen here again with Steve Maves. As Jackson Leskowski talked about a breakout star for Wisconsin Rapids stepping in now.
Yeah, the last couple of weeks before this regional, he's been the hottest hitter for Wisconsin Rapids. I think he was as low as 7 this year in the batting order, all the way up to 5 after his performance, and he's got to get hot here for the Rangers this afternoon.
So he pops that one up, and it's going to be a ball and a strikeout on him. Leskowski coming in, hitting .325. He's got 12 driven in, 23 runs scored. A very fast player.
And a very, I think, underrated right fielder in this conference in springtime and summertime, and takes a low strike. But you take a look at him, and doesn't look like a big, fast baseball player, but he's been outstanding for Wisconsin
He's got those
Rapids.
long legs. He's kind of taller.
Yep.
He's going to hit a ground ball again, a slow roller toward third. Gladowski, this time he has some time and makes a strong throw over to Morozic for out number 1.
A little bit easier play over there at third, and took his time and made a good throw for the first out.
As Cannon Plowman will step in. Reminder as well from Zach's Technology, downtown Wisconsin Rapids. There you go to for residential or commercial computer repair. Custom-built desktops, off-site backup, and mobile repair. So look to Zach's Technology, ZAXX. So Cannon Plowman, the catcher. Again, another multi-year starter. And I've talked about in other games this year where it seems like there's guys who've been on these teams for, it seems like 33 years. Like Bennett Klisch and Stevens Point is one of them.
Yep.
I mean, Bryce Erkin is one of those, Morozic.
Yep.
Cannon Plowman's one of those, too. It seems like he's been playing for Wisconsin Rapids since about 1997.
Yeah, and Cannon's going to be one of those kids, especially, again, I talk a lot about the springtime and summer, obviously, but going to be one of those kids that's going to be big-time missed for Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln in the springtime. A very quiet person, but a very motivational catcher for these Rapids pitchers.
So you hit another slow roller. That's a swinging bunt. There might not be a play. Bare hand, off balance, throw's going to be wide. And that'll be an infield hit for Cannon Plowman. So 2 hits, and both are a check swing and a swinging bunt.
Yeah, and those are tough to play, to field, but yeah, it's just one of those things. If you're Wisconsin Rapids and want to get a first game win, you're gonna have to capitalize on these infield hits,
especially against a guy like Bryce Eyre.
100%.
So here's Brian Olds hitting .211. He's driven in 8. Had a hit yesterday. That's a little flare into shallow left center. That's going to be down a base hit, and they'll be at first and second.
Sorry, Mike. You talk about these little loop hits or these not hard hit balls. That might be a confidence boosting hit for Brian. He's struggled this summer, but just to see the ball hit the bat and get on base is going to be big for the Rapids third baseman.
Lastly, as that'll bring up now Marco Simonson hitting .370. He's had a good summer.
Yeah, Marcos has struggled this week, but pretty consistent bat for Wisconsin Rapids.
Well, he's had a couple of games where you feel bad for him kind of because a lot of our highlight clips and reels are home runs, and usually to left. And you see Marcos chasing it down, and you're like, Well, no, all you see is 20,
Yeah.
but you don't see the player.
Yeah, we might have one of those in the later on today. Yep.
And that's not well, we probably will. Because it's 2-0 on him.
And it's not a knock against
Not at all.
Marcos. He's just
he's
tracking
the
it.
unfortunate guy who's got to try and chase a home run.
And then he looks through the fence and
tries to figure out if it hit the school.
bouncing on the other side.
2-0 on him. There's another roller. That's a foul ball. Good play by Gladowski to let that one go. Myers over our friends over at Fleet Farm. So find deals on everything for all your four-legged friends over at Fleet Farms. Check out the huge selection of treats, toys, and food for your dog or your cat. Shop and save on top brands like Purina, Science Diet, Tidy Cats, and more. Get everything you need in one stop and get it all at Fleet Farm. Of course, Steve's favorite place to go, Fleet Farm.
100%. Great candy at Fleet Farm. There's really nothing you can't get at Fleet Farm.
There's a swing and a miss. 2-2 on Marcos Simonson with Caleb Ellis standing on deck. Again, Marcos coming in. Kim's hitting 370. He's driven to 15. A chance here. Trying to drive in a run. That one fouled straight back, and look out driving down the road.
And it's one of those things we talked about it with the courtesy runners or not having courtesy runners here in the playoffs. Cannon Plowman doesn't get to run a whole lot, and when he does, he's super hyped. So this is this is a big moment for Cannon if he can keep on running here at second base.
Bryce cooking on top of that curveball, and it's going to be full, 3-2. So the full count from Bryce Air is going to be a swing and a miss. You gas him up with a fastball. Second strikeout for Air, and there's out number 2. That's a big out.
Yeah, absolutely right. And with Caleb Ellis, the opposing pitcher, coming up, Caleb, again, we talked about it before the game, a good hitter in the number 9 spot. It's going to obviously have his work cut out for him here against Bryce Air, but again, could help himself out here with a base hit.
Absolutely. A young man who's been miles better this summer as a hitter than he was in spring ball. He really scuffled for Lincoln in the spring at the plate. He was a very good shortstop, very good defensive player, but he really struggled at the plate. But this summer he has been phenomenal at the plate. It's 2-0 on him. He comes in hitting .403.
Yeah, and as we mentioned earlier, in the number 9 spot, able to get on in places, then able to have Brendan Huber come up right behind you.
And that's the key part here with Huber on deck. You don't want him coming up with the bases loaded. And Bryce Air knows that as well as he fires in a strike.
Yeah, just painting the corners and getting these Rapids hitters off balance and doing a good job, obviously, so far.
So 2 balls and a strike, your count. That one just missing, 3-1. And they've been slumping recently at the plate, but as a team, Wisconsin Rapids hits 340.
Yeah. Yeah, and a big walk there with the bases loaded now for Brendan Huber. But throughout the summer, it's been 3 or 4 guys get hot, then 2 or 3 guys get cold, and then it has been like that all year long. And right now it's just a couple of guys that are struggling at the plate, and one of the guys right now coming up to bat could really change the season. A big at-bat coming up here for Brendan Huber.
So here is Huber. Huber flew out to right field his first time up. He's 0 for 1 as Connor Morozic could go and talk to his right-hander, and they'll adjourn the meeting as they know this is a big spot here. We're only in the second inning, but this has one of those feelings of a game-changing at-bat. You got the best hitter average-wise, I think, in the league stepping in. Bases loaded in a 2-run game on Championship Saturday. The guy who homered here a couple of weeks ago.
Yep. Yeah, and first-team All-State, one of the best players.
Back-to-back years.
Yeah, one of the best high school players in the state the last couple of years, Brendan Huber.
And he chases a high fastball. Not a comfortable swing there.
Yeah. Yeah, there's not
a little more than a sword, but not quite a full swing.
Yeah, not too many comfortable swings against a guy like Bryce Air.
That one found. Now he's quickly 0-2 on him.
Yeah, I haven't had the privilege. I wasn't a very good baseball player in high school. Haven't really had the privilege of knowing what goes on in those coaches' meetings on the mound. but they always seem to do work very well afterwards.
As Huber stays alive, rattles that one off the top facing of that angled fence here behind home plate. Still nothing in 2 on Huber. We'll see if Air maybe goes to a breaking ball here. Huber did, that was the final out against Everest that he immediately got kind of roasted for on social media.
Yeah.
After we clipped that, I think it was the DC Everest quarterback tagged him in and said, "Man, they're really being rough on you." And he goes, "Yeah, you know it."
Yeah.
And then we got his catch yesterday.
Yep, absolutely.
And he's pumped up in center. There's that big breaking ball. He drops to a knee and then slams the bat. A big strikeout to end the inning. 2 hits, 3 left. 2 complete, 2-0 Plover. You're watching Baseball Live on Zaleski Sports.
Rustic Redefined is the area's boutique clothing store for women and children. You'll find a personalized shopping experience with unique and trendy styles to choose from. Rustic Redefined specializes in affordable clothes and accessories with red carpet service. Find your individual style at Rustic Redefined on 8th Street South in Wisconsin Rapids and Rustic Redefined on Facebook.
Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty, char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids.
Big thanks to our friends at Wood Street Rentals helping us get our home plate camera lined up, our pitcher-catcher camera. You see that right by the Memorial and by Roosevelt Elementary. We've seen a couple home runs for the school as well, so again, a big thanks to Wood Street Rentals helping us out with the lift. And coming in, again, you talk about home runs, I saw Nash Robin hit one onto the school.
Yeah,
Brock Bennington hit one close to the school a couple of days ago, and Chase Geyer hit one pretty far last time up as he pops the first one up into center. And right for one of the elite defenders in Brendan Huber.
Yeah, that's a one pitch, one out against the guy that hit a home run off you last time. That's a confidence-boosting pitch. I talk a lot about that, getting confidence here, but against a powerful offense like this, Caleb Ellis giving up those 2 runs in the first, got a big strikeout of Braylon Nystrom to end the second. Settle down time here for Mr. Ellis.
As he'll face Bryce Aaron as Air steps in reminder as well to unlock the best home, auto, commercial, and personal loans in the Rapids area. That's at Key Savings Bank. So no matter what you're financing, Key Savings Bank has a personal touch that's going to put you at ease. Dream big, small rates at Key Savings Bank.
Also our scoreboard sponsor in Wisconsin Rapids.
It's a ball and 2 strikes now on Bryce Air. Air 1 for 1. He's singled back in the first.
That was the first pitch right after the home run that Air singled.
As he will tomahawk one into left center. And Huber takes it again with that big blue glove, and there's 2 outs.
That glove, it kind of threw me off because he didn't have that during the summer or springtime. And the first time he stuck his glove out this summer, I was like, what in the world's going on?
I mean, it wouldn't make sense in high school ball because nothing about Lincoln is blue.
Yeah, that's a very bright blue for Mr. Huber.
So Matt Gladowski will step in and take a strike. He struck out on 3 pitches back in the first. So Ellis settling down a little bit. So he gave up the 4 hits in the first inning. He only 1 base runner since. Yeah, it was the walk of Neskoviak. Got a couple of strikeouts in the game. But the thing that makes me a little on edge with him throwing is that a lot of his outs have been in the air.
Yeah.
Which, luckily, the wind's not too strong right now. But if it picks up, that's a problem for a pitcher in this ballpark.
Oh, absolutely right. And again, we talk about how good this Plover offense is, and once one guy gets going, it could be troublesome for Mr. Ellis. But again, he gave up those 2 runs, those 4 hits, and nothing since, so it'll be important as there's a fly ball.
Another pop-up foul ground. Ranging back is Lewis, and he'll make the catch. Almost tripped over the foul line, it looked like, on the paint down there. But it's a 1-2-3 inning, exactly what Ellis was looking for, as we have played 2.5-0 across for Plover. But they lead it 2-0 in game number 10 of the regionals here on Zaleski Sports.
When buying or selling land, the biggest decision you make is choosing your representation. Whitetail Properties is the top real estate company for selling hunting land, recreational properties, and farms. Our nationwide network of sportsmen, farmers, and investors offers a great opportunity for you to capitalize on the true market value of your property. In central Wisconsin, Brian Roosh is your local land specialist and is ready to help you get started on all of your property needs.
You know better when you see it.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
But sometimes it's a little harder to tell what better looks like, and you could use a little help.
Thanks, Mom.
Security Health Plan. Everything you need in a health plan. Everything you'd expect from a good neighbor.
Bottom half inning number 3, you see Alex Barman and Johnny Belo are umpiring 2 of our 3 umpires today, along with Kenny Dayton. Against this one was Brett Simonson's going to step in to start the bottom of the 3rd. As they do that, reminder for our friends at Mutual of Wausau Insurance, they've been protecting homes, farms, and businesses for almost as long as the state of Wisconsin has existed, all the way since 1875. Visit mutualofwausau.com to find an agent near you. When you've been working in insurance for that long, you know you're doing a good job.
Yeah, that's a long time. My mom works at the International Bank in Amherst. They've been around since 1893. And that's 20 years even before that. So that's a long time.
I mean, we were 10 years after doing the Great American Scrimmage, also known as the Civil Wars. It's 0-2.
Yeah,
on Simonson.
It's crazy. But again, we can't thank everyone enough tuning in. All of our sponsors, obviously.
Absolutely. Without them, these broadcasts aren't possible.
Yeah, Mike and I would I don't know what we'd be doing.
I'd probably be working at Fleet Farm.
Wouldn't be here.
We'd probably be selling candy at Fleet Farm.
You say that doesn't sound bad? No.
The ball and 2 strikes on Simonson. And there's that big curveball, strike 3 called.
Beautiful pitch there by Bryce Air.
His 4th punch out. And that was what really made him, when he threw that no-no against Holman, that curveball. Yeah. For a 3-2 last week, I cut up all 21 outs of that game, and so you saw a curveball. And they couldn't touch it.
Now that's a really big pitch against, again, we talk about how good Brett Simonson is and how good he's going to be. To throw a breaking ball like that against a young lefty inside, that is just about unhittable with a pitcher like Bryce Air.
So now he'll face Sangbush. As he pops that one up into shallow center. Ben Fonte is back, and he'll make the catch. For number 2, and that's we talked a lot about the power and the hitting of the team, but Plover is probably their biggest strength, and you didn't see that earlier this week, has been especially their middle defense, catcher, center field, shortstop, and second, and pitchers as well. They've done a great job with the gloves. Like Jackson Fox has been very good defensively. Beekler and Fonte are the best double play combo in the area.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's you don't get to 33 wins without without having a good defense, and you just take a look back at that
strikeout of Simonson. As there's a line drive picked on the short hop by Beekler, and he throws him out. And it's a quick 1-2-3 inning as well for Bryce Air. But I was about to say with that defense, as we head into break, the only play that Holman had that was close to maybe breaking it up was a running catch by Fonte in shallow right. That's only while he even left the infield. So the defense has been huge, and even that play there by Carl Beekler. We have played 3. It's 2-0 Plover. Again, you're watching Championship Saturday on Zaleski Sports.
Hi, this is Blake from Mobile Link. The window tint businesses, homes, and cottages. Remote starters. We've been doing remote starters for over 30 years. We have over 5,000 units installed to date. We offer a lifetime warranty on the product. This unit works from over a mile distance, and the remote tells you the car started. We know the car started because of the green light. It tells me it's running the entire time because every 3 seconds you get a light flash.
Call Blake at Mobile Link to schedule your appointment today. 715-424-5432.
Welcome. How may we help you?
New windows, new garage, new car, swimming pool. Tuition, we're not talking scholarship here. And a vacation.
Our affordable home equity line of credit may be just what you need.
Medical expenses, braces for our youngest. How about the dog? Roof. How about the roof? And did I mention how long I wanted that vacation to be?
Your money, your life. How may we help you?
Alex Bartman calling the balls and strikes. As he steps in here, he was waving to us earlier. Seven Morozic will step in here in the top half of inning number 4, and he'll take a strike to get things going against Caleb Ellis.
Yeah, we just go back to that final out of that inning. That little short hop between for Beekler. He makes it look very easy. It was not an easy play, and a good one there by Carl Beekler.
It's 1-2 now. That one down and away. As they're talking about Devin Morozic's walk-up music. He had an unfortunate line drive on Wednesday night.
Yeah.
We'll just leave it at that. So he takes strike 3 called around the outside corner. Strikeout number 3 for Caleb Ellis, and there's one down here in the 4th. He has really settled down since that first inning.
Well, and like I mentioned earlier, you got to hit your spots, and you got to get your off speed and mix speeds, mix spots, and Caleb's done that well the last 2+ innings here.
Just one base runner since that first inning, and those are the one walk to Noskoviak. He set down 6 straight as far as in a strike on Ben Fond. He was 0 for 1 with a flyout. As best of reminders, all from our friends at Crystal Finishing Systems. They're a family-owned business hiring for both their Weston and Mosinee locations, as there's a swing and a miss. Openings in manufacturing, fabrication, management, customer service, and so much more. You can join the Crystal Finishing team. Learn more at crystalfinishing.com as foul tip right off the face of Cannon Plumman, who just kind of doesn't get out of his crouch.
Yeah, I've seen going back the last couple months, again, high school and now summer, Cannon takes an absolute beating behind the plate, as do most catchers. But it is a job that is very tough to do, and there's just a number of guys that want to be a catcher.
You got to be tough, and you got to be kind of a certain kind of crazy to be a catcher.
Yeah.
Take this from a catcher. That's outside fastball there. 1-2 on Ben. But, I mean, look at yesterday. Kyler Soppe took one really bad hit by pitch off the ear.
Yep.
I mean, so these guys, we know they're 17, 18, 19, in some cases 15, 16-year-olds. They still throw pretty hard.
Yeah.
Like, if you get hit by a pitch from Bryce Ayer, you're going to know it. There's a line drive into left. That's going to be down a base hit. Played on a hop by, and it gets by Simonson. That's going to give an extra base to Fonte, so it's going to be a single and an E7. I don't know how Marcos missed that one.
Yeah, there's been a couple times this year that he did that. I think he did the exact same thing against Plover with the bases loaded. One got through his legs, went all the way to the wall.
I think it was the winning run.
Yeah, it likely could have been at the end of it, but that was a breaking ball that hung up, and Ben took advantage of it, and now stands at second with 1 out.
First hit since that first inning as Carl Beekler takes a strike. Carl's 0 for 1. He flew out to right his first time up, and he's starting to swing the bat a little better now. If they can get him going, if they can hang on here and get to Marinette, he could be he's already a really good defender. It could be an extra benefit to have his bat going as we continue things.
Yeah, 100%. It's if you can, obviously you're going to get some stuff from the bottom of from the top of your order. If you can get that 6, 7, 8, 9 spots hot and confident and going, it's going to be a very hard team to take down.
As he's going to pop that one up into center. Here's Huber. Fonte is going to bluff a tag and do those short choppy steps as the throw goes into third for out number 2. So here comes Adam Noskoviak. He walked back in the second inning. And don't forget as well as it's been a pretty warm day. As the weather warms up, look to Rapids Sheet Metal Heating and Cooling in Wisconsin Rapids. They've more than 100 years making your home and business comfortable. Call Rapids Sheet Metal Heating and Cooling today.
Now's the time to do it. Next week when we're in Marinette, it's supposed to be in the upper 90s with heat index of over 100. So Marinette's not going to be as hot, but make sure you get your house cooled down and ready to go.
We'll get that lakefront breeze.
Yeah.
And we'll be there every game next week as he'll pop that one foul territory toward right field. And that'll get out of play. And another chance for Skoviak down 0-2. And we'll be there starting Tuesday morning.
Yeah, 11 or 12 games this week, 14 or 15 games next week. So it's a long stretch, and we're in it for the long haul here.
That high and away. That's down and away. So 2-2. Two and two. That one chopped foul or flied foul right field side. We'll try it again. Runner on second, 2 outs here in the fourth. Big insurance run potentially for Plover.
Yeah, absolutely. The way that Bryce Ayer's been pitching, it's absolutely big extra runs out there after that 2-run homer by Geiger in the first. Bryce has settled down, getting the job done, and Caleb, as we would have thought, a big pitching performance here by both guys.
Yeah, Wisconsin Rapids needed this type of inning. He gets a big strikeout there to end the inning of Neskoviak. There is strikeout number 4. And as we have through 3 1/2, this game is halfway done already. It's 2-0 Plover on Zaleski Sports.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Freer, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
Customize your next apparel order with Maida Custom Apparel of Stevens Point. Visit us today for custom baseball and softball apparel. Need help with a design? We have you covered. Our highly skilled staff will turn your idea into a reality with great quality screen printing. Or choose from a variety of embroidery options today. Visit us at our physical store or online at maidacustom.com.
Welcome back to to Plover. Goodness gracious. Caleb Ellis gets a big strikeout. That's pitch number 75 for Caleb through his 4 innings of work. And it's a big strikeout nonetheless for Caleb Ellis to get through that 4th inning before the top of the order came back up for Plover. And Rapids will have
5, 6, 7, Leskowski.
Caden Sengbush warming up for Wisconsin Rapids. We saw him pitch against Stevens Point, I believe, on Wednesday.
He ended up relieving Tibbetts. No, that was
Lewis, I think.
That was Lewis, yeah.
Jackson Laskowski at the dish.
Well, no, Lewis with a complete game. It was the Everest game.
Okay.
Because he relieved Jordan.
Yep.
Because Lewis went the distance in that. Because Stevens Point gave up 2 runs in 2 games.
Yeah.
And lost both of them 1-0.
Yeah. Yeah, Wisconsin Rapids 1-0 winners over Stevens Point, then a 3-0 loss to Everest, and a 6-5 win yesterday. So
over Wausau. Yeah, after 2 days of offenses really being non-existent, they all kind of opened up yesterday.
Yeah, 13-6 in a 2.5-hour game yesterday.
There's a pop-up. Beekler is there, 1 down. Yeah, and then even a 5-1 Plover win.
Yep.
And Nystrom with a big home run in that one. As Cannon Plowman will step in. Yeah, yesterday was really, we finally saw what the offenses can do.
Yeah.
Before then, we had 2 days of pitchers duels.
And again, that goes back to how good Central Wisconsin baseball is with as many good pitchers as there are in this in this conference.
As Cannon, who singled, had a swinging bunt back in the second inning, is now behind 0-1. And Bryce Ayer, as always, out of the stretch. He'll get a fastball by him again, so swing and a miss. It's quickly 0-2.
Yeah, Bryce works quick, Caleb works quick, and that's why we are in the bottom of the fourth inning here at 4:45 in the afternoon.
Yeah, just 4 left on so far for Wisconsin Rapids through their 3 innings. Plover's left 4 through 4.
Yep.
2 runs, 5 hits, no errors. 4 Plover, no runs, 3 hits, an error for the Rangers.
And something you would expect, you know. I mean, 2 very good teams. It was going to be close. Knew it wasn't going to be a blowout. There's still a lot of time left, but 2 very good competitive teams that have seen each other a lot the last forever, I guess.
Going years and years, there's a hop. Glodowski plays the big hop and throws wide, but Mrozek makes the tag, and he is out. Cannon tried to dodge it, went head first in. But Mrozek with the strong tag. And now here's Brian Olds, and as Brian Olds steps in, might as well, they're like a good neighbor. State Farm is going to be there. So get a free quote from Kerry Van Aert, State Farm on auto, homeowners, renters, and more for both Wisconsin Rapids and Marshfield. Find Kerry Van Aert, State Farm on Facebook to get started. And a big thanks to all of our great sponsors. Again, we can't say thank you enough. We'll try. That's up and tight.
Yeah, able to come here to Plover. Got him right on that left shoulder. But allowing us to come here to Plover all week and going up to Marinette next week. Can't do it without the help of all of our sponsors, our lower thirds, scoreboards, commercials, reads, everything.
I just said also the coaches and parents and administrations, even up in Marinette. Like it's been great to work, and I thought in 2020 my career might be over. I've been able to come here, and it's been a blessing. It's been an honor. As Old's now up 3-1. And Old's over at third base today. He's DH'd a couple of times. He's going to slice one into left, but Chase Geyer is right there. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Bryce Ayer is sent down 7 consecutive going back to the second inning. 4 completes. It is 2-0 Plover on Championship Saturday in American Legion Baseball. One final ticket to get punched to state on Zaleski Sports.
Wisconsin River Orthopedics has been providing comprehensive care to Wood County for over 50 years. We offer urgent care for orthopedic pain and injuries, joint replacement, along with focused sports medicine care from evaluation to rehabilitation. Our facilities offer a spacious rehab center to get you back to doing what you love most, along with the latest technology in our ambulatory surgery center and a comfortable open MRI. Stop living with pain and limited range in your joints. Turn to Wisconsin River Orthopedics and get back to the way life is meant to be.
For years, our Stone Innovations customers told us they love our countertops, but only wanted to deal with one company for their entire kitchen project. Well, we've heard you. So now Stone Innovations can give you a brand new kitchen with the same high quality products, selection, expertise we've been giving you for years. And now we can give you that brand new kitchen in just 1 week. After sitting down with our designers, picking out cabinets, countertops, and flooring, it will only take us 1 week to install everything. Stone Innovations, new kitchens in just 1 week.
Broadcasting
Here, Mike,
live.
come over this window.
As I try and get my thumb. There's my thumb.
There's Mike.
Hi, everybody. Glad to have you. My thumb, Steve's hand, Trevor Zaleski's face. As we get set for the 5th inning, it's going to be the top of the order for Plover, Jackson Fox, followed by Braylon Neisham and Chase Geyer. Against Caleb Ellis. We saw Sengbush getting loose. We'll see how long of a leash Ellis has.
Yeah, 75 pitches through 4 innings.
And he gets a first pitch swing and a pop-up. That'll help. Lewis will make the catch and foul ground.
Yeah, that helps big time. 76 now with 1 out here in the 5th. And you mentioned all the pop-ups and all the flyouts that Caleb has had today.
If he'd been pitching in this style a couple of days ago, it would have been a rough time.
Yeah.
But today it's working.
Yep.
Now here's Neisham. Neisham 0 for 2. A pop-up and a strikeout. he takes a strike.
Yeah, he got him out on a nasty breaking
Down and
ball
away.
in the last his last at bat.
That one popped up as well. Foul ground. 0-2. Might as well for the best in recreational hunting properties in Wisconsin. Call Brian Rouge with Whitetail Properties to share the goals, and Brian can tell you where and how you can make that a reality. So he pops that one straight back. 715-213-4468. Again, 715-213-4468 for Brian Rouge and Whitetail Properties.
Brian, a huge supporter of high school athletics.
As Nystrom the line drive. What a play by Simonson, ranging over, fully stretched out, makes the catch. And there's out number 2. It's a big play by the young player.
Yeah, that was a very
athletic play.
Yeah, that was crazy. You can't even a long way to go and get it and take away a base hit from a guy like Braylon Nystrom. That's a big second out.
Doesn't hit the ball soft ever.
Yeah.
It's 1-0 on Geyer. Chase Geyer is responsible for the only 2 runs of this ballgame. A 2-run home run back in the first. This is going to be 1-1 on him. Hit his 3rd long ball of the year. The first one that didn't count for 4 runs.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It only counted for 2. It's 0-2. As you see that play there, Simonson did everything short of having to die for it.
Yeah, that was a great play.
Yeah, it's now 2 balls and 2 strikes. So 9 of 10 batters have been set down for Ellis since the Skoviak walk in the second. It's full count here on Geyer. And all of them either a strikeout or through the air. There has not been a ground out in this game yet for Plover. And he gets a strikeout. So that's number 5 for Ellis as we have played 4.5. Your score going to the bottom of the 5th, 2-0 Plover on Zaleski Sports.
Chili Implement, located just west of Marshfield in Chili, is your Kubota dealer in central Wisconsin. Big or small, Chili Implement has all the best equipment waiting for you. From farm tractors to lawn care, plus work and have fun in a Kubota side-by-side. Choose Chili Implement for your parts and service too. Chili Implement, open Monday through Saturday to serve you and 24/7 online at chiliimplement.com. The Sports Den, located on Marshfield's sunny south side since 1975. The Sports Den has the area's best selection of outdoor equipment. Find top brands of snowshoes, cross-country and downhill skis, snowboards, swimming equipment, skateboards, and more. The Sports Den has a full-service bike repair center along with top bike brands, Specialized, Trek, and others. The Sports Den is Central Wisconsin's fat bike headquarters. Visit the Sports Den in Marshfield Monday through Saturday and thesportsden.net.
Plenty of fans watching the ball game this afternoon. A great crowd here, as you see one of them right there, and looking pretty comfortable. Unless there's a foul ball coming that way.
Gonna say he wasn't too comfortable in the last half inning.
Geyer fouled him straight back, and it happens to everyone. You forget there's a fence there, so your natural instinct is to either put a hand up or do whatever. But he's good now. I'm sure he's on his phone number, telling him, "Hey, you're on TV."
That happens to me at Wisconsin Rapids. Even the plate is so far away from the press box, and
there's a net.
You got a net, and you got
a fence,
and it still spooks me every once in a while.
So we go to the bottom of the 5th as Marco Simonson will lead things off, followed by Ellis and Huber. So 8, 9, and 1 against Bryce Air. As he hits a strike on the inside corner with the fastball. Got some groans from our third base side fans. Simonson struck out back in the second. Chopper to third again. Gladowski ranges over. Now Beekler has it. Off balance throw, and he got him. Good play by Beekler. As Gladowski missed it, but Beekler on the backup makes the off balance throw. Carl, what probably the best defensive shortstop easily in this region.
Well, and that may not have been even Matt Gladowski missing it. Carl may have told him to stop or don't pick it up because Carl had a better angle at it, and he knew he was being able to set his feet. Gladowski going to the second base, ranging over to second base would have been a very tough play.
And looking over here in the press box, they all kind of agree that is probably what it was. Carl, multi-year player at short, an experienced shortstop, taking charge. Nothing in 1 on Ellis. He walked back in the 2nd inning. Bullpen is empty now, so Senglish must be loose if they're going to bring him in, maybe. But Ellis will definitely start the next inning. Foul tip hung on to Niskoviak. Again, already just under an hour into this ball game. Defensive swing, foul out of play. Look out on the road if anyone's driving down there. That's going to take a big carom. Roll toward a guy sitting in his lawn chair.
Yeah, it stopped right behind it. Or right underneath it.
We've seen coaches sit back there. We've seen players playing football back there yesterday. That's fouled straight back again. Last year we saw very Tom Magnuson.
Yep.
Sitting across there watching a game.
Yeah, some very nice shade trees over there. That's for sure.
Those protects the cars very well across the street. Just missing there.
A very similar pitch that he struck out Brett Simonson on in the last at bat.
Just a touch lower that time, but yeah, 2-2 now. Another one fouled in and out of the mitt, and he's going to roll back to the fence. You see Adam Niskoviak working back there. As the count's wrong. Ellis got to go back. I have it as 3-2. As they're telling you can hear the fans kind of getting on him a bit. You'd think the guy who's been pitching all game would know the count. So it's full, 3-2. And now if you're Ellis, you better hope it's not close.
Yeah.
And he's going to hit a little flare into routine left. Geyer is there, 2 down. So 2 outs. Now we go back to top of the order, and Huber. And he may be 0 for 2 with a strikeout, but it's still always good to have him up with the bases empty.
Yeah, absolutely. And so far, besides Chase Geyer's home run, that was probably the biggest at-bat of the game. Brendan had the bases loaded with 2 outs, and Bryce Ayers able to strike him out. So right now, that is the biggest at-bat of the game.
And he swings at the first pitch and pops it up. Morozic backing up, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Ayer yet again. And that is 10 consecutive he has set down, going back to that Huber strikeout. So we've played 5. It's still 2-0 Plover. That home run holding up as you're watching American Legion Baseball on Zaleski Sports.
There may be many varieties of pizza in the world, and everybody knows there's only one Polito's. Polito's Pizza in downtown Stevens Point is the home of the Big Slice. Starting with their hand-stretched dough, add in the unique Polito's recipe sauce, top it with any of their specialty pizzas made from the best ingredients, and you've got that one-of-a-kind Polito's flavor. Get in on the taste, available by the slice or by the pie for dine-in or takeout. Treat the whole family to the best tasting pizza around and find it right here in downtown Stevens Point at Polito's Pizza. If you're looking for delicious, you've found it at Rock and Roll Cafe in Stevens Point. This family-oriented 50s themed cafe is open 7 to 3 daily with a great diverse menu of American and Mexican breakfast and lunch options. Enjoy dine-in or carry-out 7 days a week and always served quickly, fresh with a smile. For the full menu and more about this local Stevens Point gem on Stanley Street, visit rockandroll.cafe. And now open on Saturday nights. Try the new Rock and Roll Cafe Bar and Grill on Church Street.
You see plenty of fans sitting there watching this game and watching the game in person, maybe on their phone watching the game here as well. As Bryce Ayers will step in, and after this pitch, we'll talk about the importance of the internet as there's a strike. So again, with so much of our lives riding on the internet these days, especially even watching this game, choosing a provider you can rely on has become more important than ever as Ayer gets hit by the pitch. So as a local company, Solaris is going to see their customers as neighbors and not just numbers. You can trust their fiber deliver the fastest, most reliable, and most advanced internet experience in town. Visit Solaris.net. So again, SOLARUS.net. And I've always been looking for getting fiber optic back in my home in Iola. We're slowly getting there. It's not Solaris, but fiber is fiber.
I'll tell you, Mike, I've been reading those reads for a couple of years. They still are tongue twisters. I mean, it's can
be an adventure.
Yeah, it sure is. And I talk about it every time that we're in Rapids. Solaris powers the whole city. I mean, Assumption High School, Lincoln, the Quadplex, the football field, the Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln Fieldhouse. We are
your house.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, very much appreciative of Solaris. That's for sure.
1-0 to count on Matt Gladowski. 2-0 he's 0 for 2 today. Well, you look at stuff like that, it is very important. The internet has become a massive part of everyone's life.
Yep, absolutely right.
No other way around it.
Yeah, we'll see if Ellis walks Gladowski here. If
that might be it.
If Sengbush is coming in to
face
toss.
Morozic.
Yep.
Yeah, you don't want to time a guy who's not throwing that hard against a guy like Morozic. There's a strike, so it's going to be 3-1 on Gladowski. But again, going back to like us both kind of stumbling on reads on some of our live sponsors, we get paid to talk, and we still make these. It's going to be full on Gladowski.
Yeah, I mean, even in everyday conversation, there's times where I stumble over my words, and I was like, people, I get paid to talk, and I still can't talk.
As Gladowski takes strike 3 call, then he takes a look back at Alex Barman walking back to the dugout. His second time he's struck out today. 1 out now for Devin Morozic. But there's days where we all have those things. I mean, there's days where I sound like Steve Carell and Bruce Almighty.
Yeah.
Just talking gibberish. As he will swing at the first pitch and line one into right. Laskowski is there. He thought about a throwback to first. And then thought better of it.
Yeah, this time of the game, down by 2.
Don't make any mistakes.
You don't want to be throwing the ball all around the field and giving your opponent extra bases.
So here comes Ben Fonte. He's 1 for 2. He's singled back in the 4th. That's the last hit that Plover's had. They only have 5 in the game. They had 4 in the first inning. They've had 1 hit since that first inning.
Yeah, and we talked about it right at the beginning of the game. A quick start for Plover was big, and they got those first 2 runs, and it's held up so far.
Looks like Ethan Freeman's going to go out and get loose. Because I saw Tibbetts, and Tibbetts can't throw.
Yeah, can't
He's
do that.
He's not allowed. It's 1-1 on Fonte, but Freeman's going to get loose, it looks like.
Yeah,
throwing to Nick Lieberg.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think Nick would be out there to throw either. He's got the mask on, so.
I don't even know he could catch.
Every time that Caleb Ellis is thrown over to first.
It's kind of gotten away. It's kind of squirrely.
Yeah, and Bryce Ayer has stood up every time. So
Bryce ain't going anywhere.
Yeah.
I think we can safely say Bryce is not going anywhere. He's the pitcher. You don't want to take a chance of a slide, and he's comfortable over at first base. Even when he's not pitching, he's usually then playing first base. So he's comfortable right there on that side of the diamond.
Yep. Yeah, Caleb was at 86 through
it was definitely
5 innings.
Definitely his last inning. And if it is his last inning, what a performance Wisconsin Rapids has gotten out of him. They needed a game like this, especially after a 25-pitch first.
Yeah. Yep, absolutely.
There's one. Brown says it's going to be off the glove. Sliding play and then can't get to Simonson. That's going to be into center field. E4. He had it, and somehow he was in position, just didn't have the baseball.
Yeah, that's a tough break there for Brett. And now Plover's got a couple base runners here with 2 outs.
And Carl Beekler up. And Carl, he may not have the hitting performance they did last year. He is still, time after time this year, has come up with the clutch hit.
Yep.
They would love to get some extra runs as that one's up and out of the zone.
Yeah, big insurance run at second base. That's for sure. You're up by 2. That's a lot for Bryce Ayer, but getting 1 more is even bigger.
And it's going to help that it's 2 outs. Running on contact it's 2. Because again, Bryce Ayer. He'll be the first to tell you he's not the fastest guy. It's going to take him running on contact and probably not the sharpest hit to score him. It's 3-0 now.
Yeah, likely Caleb's final final batter here.
They may give him to Scovia. If he gets to Fox, he's absolutely going to be coming out. So that was 103. So he has, if he gets Beekler, if he walks him here, he could start, he can face the Skoviak. As you see Freeman getting loose there.
Yep.
And he does.
So that's 104.
That's 104.
And here comes Cord Halber. You mentioned it. What a tremendous outing for Caleb Ellis. Gave Rapids 5 2/3 strong innings. And we'll see who they bring in, either Sengbush or Freeman here to wrap it up.
It looks like it's going to be Sengbush. Freeman's still throwing. And he hasn't even really thrown off the mound too much, so I'm guessing it's going to be Sengbush and Ellis will just go back to short.
Yep, they'll just switch spots. Sengbush will come to pitch. Caleb Ellis will head over to shortstop.
And it is going to be Caden Sengbush, the former star player at Lincoln, now at lacrosse. So we're going to step aside and get you guys ready for the relief appearance from Caden Sengbush when we return. It is the top of the 6th, 2 outs, bases loaded for Adam Neskoviak when we return on Zaleski Sports.
Rich, creamy, and fun. Point Craft Soda. Caffeine-free, made with 100% real sugar. From Stevens Point Brewery.
The Midstate Technical College Healthcare Simulation Center, in a partnership with Aspirus, is a state-of-the-art, interdisciplinary healthcare simulation center. It provides specialized spaces and simulation technology equipped with medium and high-fidelity mannequins and other equipment to create complex healthcare training scenarios. Visit our website at mstc.edu/simcenter.
Save during the summer tire event at Sherrill Tire and Service Centers. Up to $150 back on a select set of 4 Goodyear tires. Buy online or mail-in rebate when you use the Goodyear credit card through June 30th at Sherrill Tire and Service Centers. Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
Top half of the 6th as Caden Sengbush gets loose. Sengbush making his 7th appearance. He's 3-0, all of them out of the bullpen. 8 1/3 innings. He's got a 2.52 earned run average. He struck out 10 and walked 3 in 8 1/3 innings, giving up just 3 runs, all of them earned this summer so far. He's been probably their best reliever and their go-to reliever. As he'll face Neskoviak, and it's going to be 0-1 on the Plover catcher. Neskoviak walked and struck out against Caleb Ellis. That's fouled straight back. It's going to be quickly 0-2.
Yeah, Caden, quarterback when he was at Lincoln, good pitcher at Lincoln, and obviously in relief here in a big spot.
Huge chance here. He's got 0-2 and line drive. That's under the glove of Olds into left. That's going to bring in 2. And E5 makes it 4-0. A play that absolutely has to be made in a game this big. Olds tried to backhand it, and it went right under the glove.
Yeah, that's why they call it the hot corner, right? It's a tough play, but one that has to be made in a big spot. Now Plover has those 2 insurance runs, up 4-0 against a Rapids team that may have just gotten the air taken out of their sails here.
Potentially. The 3rd error of the game.
Yeah, you can't have a lot of errors in a championship game against a team like Plover, that's for sure.
As that one's high, Jackson Fox at the plate. Now he's 1 for 3, singled and scored back in the 1st. That's one where even on the hot corner, you got to get in front of it at all times, as you see our instant replay. Big thanks to Wheelers for helping us out with that this week as well.
Yeah, the first error in left field didn't hurt Rapids on the Simonson one. Brett Simonson had an error in this inning. Second error in the inning.
That one came around to score.
Yep. Yeah, second error in the inning for Wisconsin Rapids, and Plover up 4-0.
And the bottom, as you were saying in the next race, the bottom of the order is getting the job done.
Yeah, and you've mentioned it a couple times, Adam Neskoviak, just 15 years old, getting put into that spot and bases loaded, championship game, 2 outs, came through with a big swing.
And error or no, that ball was hit hard.
Yeah, absolutely right.
As Fox strikes out to end the inning. But it was a costly one for Wisconsin Rapids, for Plover. 2 runs, no hits, 2 errors, and 2 left. So after 5.5, it's now 4-0 Plover on Zaleski Sports.
Little Sprouts is now open in Rudolph with the same great childcare you know about in Auburndale. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
The community here in Rudolph has been extremely welcoming, and we're excited to serve here just like we do up in Auburndale. Part of the process is to help out the school districts and to help the children stay, their 4K children to stay close and get services right here. We serve here in Rudolph 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds, and up in Auburndale we serve 6 weeks old until 12-year-olds.
Our Auburndale pea pods, wiggle worms, busy bees, and fireflies welcome the Rudolph sweet potatoes, lovely ladybugs, and beautiful butterflies. Contact Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
Mayor's well from our friends at Maida Custom Apparel in Stevens Point. They provide quality decorated apparel from your hometown schools and summer teams to corporate and team outings. That's along with promotional items and sporting goods. Again, a big thanks to Maida this summer and going back last couple of years working with us. It's been great. As you see, a great crowd here this afternoon. It has been an awesome weekend. Yeah, we've had so many people walking in as Brett Simonson steps in.
Well, I was going to say, we've been very, very fortunate with Mother Nature this week. There's been a couple of warmer days, but we have it's been a picture-perfect week for baseball here. It's been perfect all summer long. Obviously,
I wouldn't say that last weekend.
Yeah, obviously we would like some rain all over the place, but
I'd say starting about 8 o'clock tonight.
Yeah.
Till about 11 o'clock tomorrow morning, and then Monday.
Yeah,
and then we'll be good for a week.
Even if it rains here next week, I don't really care.
Yeah, if it rains here,
in Marinette, so
Few could use the water.
Whole state could use some water. That's for sure.
Good thing there's some Great Lakes. Count 3-1 on Brett Simonson.
Mike would know. I mean, it's 19 or 18 or 19U, but you can play. I mean, Noskoviak's 15, right?
So yeah, it doesn't matter what. You can still be young, play, but there's an age cutoff.
Yeah, you can't be too old.
I mean, you're not going to see any 9-year-olds playing,
yeah.
unless it's like Bryce Harper. But
Brett Simonson is making his way down to first base, and
he was a couple steps down too.
Called him back, and he's just struck out.
And Brett usually a pretty mild-mannered guy.
Pitcher number 10.
So also the final pitching line for Caleb Ellis. He went 5 2/3, 5 hits, 4 runs, 2 earned, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts. That's huge. Rapids needed that type of performance as Singbush steps in now.
Yeah, and when Rapids played Bryce Error on July 3rd, 3 weeks ago or whatever it was, Bryce really struggled. He had 5 walks in the first inning. One reason he had to come out of that game was because of
pitch count.
Because of his pitch count. So, again, this is a different spot. He's played on this field for forever and very comfortable in getting the job done here today in a championship game that Coach Wayne Sankey gave him the ball knowing that he would need a big outing.
And the guy known as Chuck has been doing just that in this game. It's going to be a ball and 2 strikes on Caden Sangbush. I think the appropriate term for a pitcher, he is shoving. He's been lights out.
They had 1 inning, had the bases loaded. There's a base hit.
There's going to be a seeing eye single line drive. And that ends a stretch of 11 consecutive and 12 of 13 that had been set down by Air. And that stretch included 4 strikeouts. Air only has 5 punch outs in the game. giving up 4 hits and has walked 1. So here's Braden Lewis. Lewis 0 for 2. Grounded out twice to short.
And ground out to short will end the inning.
He'll take a fly ball in the deep right. But there's a play shy of the track is Nystrom to run it down. Good play there by Nystrom. Not known for his glove, but he runs that one through and makes a nice play.
And Braden Lewis not known for his power. That was that was a good shot there by Braden Lewis.
A couple of days ago, that might have been gone with some of the wind patterns we've had.
That was
So it's up to me up to Laskowski here in the 6th. He's 0 for 2. He is grounded out to third and popped up to short as he takes ball 1.
Yeah, he gave that ball a ride. Good range and good read there by Braylon Nystrom.
And first, he's still got an inning left, but with the 4-hitter making that type of a deep fly ball, makes you wonder if that might have been the, I'm not going to say last gasp, but that might have been the best chance ahead of maybe getting an extra base hit and getting the run in.
Yeah, with this part of the lineup down by 4, you got to get every luck that you can, and right now Plover is playing outstanding, and Rapids just can't. They've struggled with that. We've talked about it the last couple of weeks, just unable to get that one big hit.
And especially now that you need 4.
Yeah.
If you needed 2,
yep,
it was different. But now you need 4.
Yeah, getting 4 runs against any Plover pitcher is hard enough.
And in the 7th, you're going to be facing Nystrom, Geyer, and Air.
Yep.
With Sangbush.
And that may change. We'll talk about that here in a second.
Strike 3 called. Bartman punches him out. Inning over. No runs, a hit, and a runner left as we played 6. Your score 4-0 on Zaleski Sports.
Are you looking for a great career opportunity with increased income potential and benefits? Come join the local Auto Select team of dedicated auto service professionals. If you're an experienced auto service advisor, technician, or tire lube tech, Auto Select could be a great fit for you. Auto Select's team of dedicated and experienced service advisors exceed expectations for auto repair and service. Auto Select is the area's best kept secret for tires. We even offer free tire rotations every 6,000 miles with every tire purchase. Go to AutoSelectOnline.com for locations near you.
Don't forget as well, next week, starting, well, really just a few days now, starting Tuesday morning and all the way through the end of the week next week, we are going to be covering every single game of the state tournaments in Marinette. We'll be going up on Monday, getting everything ready for you guys, and it's going to start Tuesday morning. 8 teams are going. We know 7 of them. We may know our 8th in 1 inning. And we talked about it during our pregame, so you look at Janesville, Manitowoc, Appleton, Kaukauna, Eau Claire, Sheboygan, Marinette, and either Plover or Wisconsin Rapids. Those are 9 teams there. One of those will be eliminated at the end of the day today, and we will have 8 teams going up. Again, stay every single game, every inning, every pitch, interviews constantly as well. We will have it all right here on Zaleski Sports. We'll be ready for that one as we get set for the 7th inning as Braylon Nystrom will step in. But looking forward to it.
Yep.
Making the long trip up.
Yeah, this
can be a fun week to wrap up our summer season.
Well, our whole season, right? Because we have a couple of weeks of amateur baseball at the end in August. And then football starts in a couple of weeks.
Nystrom takes a big swing to deep right center, but Huber is there, makes the catch. And Nystrom's 0 for 4.
11 or 12 games, depending on how we finish up here. 14 or 15 games next week. This is what we live for at Zaleski Sports. And, again, it's going to cap off a phenomenal year from the start of football in August last year and wrapping it up in Marinette next week.
As here's Chase Geyer. Geyer 1 for 3 with that big 2-run homer as he takes one down and away from Caden Sangbush. And for me, it's big because I know you're definitely your basketball and football, your things. I'm a baseball guy at my heart. I will always be a baseball guy. This has been a dream to be calling baseball over the summers and having a good one here.
Well, absolutely. And again, going back, I was a pretty terrible baseball player, and having the and seeing the art that these guys put on, or these performances, is absolutely outstanding.
There's a line drive into right center. That's down. That's going to be a base hit for Geyer. He's got a couple of hits in the day. Again, the line on Caleb Ellis, he went 5 2/3, 5 hits, 4 runs, 2 and a couple of walks. He struck out 6. But the big one, the 2 earned runs or the 2-run homer. Only the 6th hit for Plover, and the first one since the 4th inning.
Yeah, 104 pitches for Caleb today. Outstanding performance. 2-run home run from Chase Geyer, and then the big error by Brian Olds.
So here's Bryce Ayer. He's 1 for 2. He's been on base a couple of times. He's been hit by a pitch back in the 6th, came around to score, and he singled back in the 1st. As that's going to be up. It's going to be a ball and or 2 balls and nothing. Might as well for our friends at Wisconsin River Orthopedics. They encourage you to stop living with the pain. Come see them and let's get you back to living your life to the fullest. For joint pain, rehabilitation, urgent care, and more, as that's popped up, come to Wisconsin River Orthopedics in Wisconsin Rapids. Look out in the bleachers. 2-1. Ayer chops that one foul. It's going to be full 3-2 as we definitely feel the wind picking up. The wind picking up now as Steve will step into the producer's chair for now as we get things. We're going to start getting some safety violation stuff in. There's a fly ball into right. Laskowski's got a play, and he's got the out. 2 down. So 2 down for Matt Kladowski, who's 0 for 3. So here's Kladowski, a couple of strikeouts. As he chops that one foul. It's 0-1. As you look up there, you can just floating through the air, not a care in the world. As that's going to be a drive in the deep left, going back. That's a fair ball into the corner. Geyer on his way to third will be held up there. Kladowski into second with a double. And now second and third for Morozic with 2 down. So Morozic, who is 1 for 3, will step in, a chance for some more insurance. Look, I got some people filing across. Maybe go and check their cars, make sure their windows are up. And Steve said his are not. Mine cracked as well. We'll be all right. As he swings away and pops that one foul right field side, now to play. It'll be 0-1. Second and third, 2 outs here in the 7th. That's going to get away. That might bring in a run. The throw is going to be late. Geyer's in there, 5-0. Kladowski to third on the play. It's 1-1 on Morozic.
Second baseman, number 7. He's still up. Okay, got him. Oh, one mistake, John.
So 1-1. That one in the dirt. 2-1. You see Trevor Zaleski up there getting with rain, looks like a rain on the way. Getting our center field camera safely back into drier conditions. Hopefully it does miss us, but it doesn't look like that's going to be happening. Line drive, that'll get a run, and that's down. That's in the gap. That should be extra bases for Morozic. He's going to turn first. He's going to chug into second. There's going to be a play. There, and the throw's going to be bobbled. He's going to be in there with an RBI double. It's 6-0.
Let's try this again. Second baseman, number 7, Ben Fonte.
So here's Ben Fonte. Ben Fonte takes a strike. It's a good thing. Good thing it looks like it's only going to be just one game here, with this weather on the way. As there's going to be a ground ball to second. Simonson's going to throw him out to end the inning. Also update as well. It is delayed. The junior tournament right now is under a delay over in Wisconsin Rapids. So we have played 6.5. We go to the bottom of 7th. Last chance for Wisconsin Rapids. They're down 6-0 on Zaleski Sports.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
Hi, this is Jill from Home Furniture and Design. Since 1970 and 4 generations, our family has been proudly offering quality furniture like Lazy Boy, Serta, and Amish to Central Wisconsin. We also offer free in-home design with our professionally trained designers to help you create a space that is uniquely yours, whether it's just a sofa or the entire home.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
West Grand Avenue, Wisconsin Rapids, and Post Road in Plover.
We said we're growing, and we are. Come join the Crystal Finishing family. We're looking for experienced industrial maintenance mechanics, CNC fabricators, all driver positions for our freight team, as well as skilled and general production. We know the importance of a work and life balance. Our shift options and flexible schedules set us apart. Our pay ranges from $17 to $43 per hour depending on your skill level. We're proud to be a family-owned company that is committed to our community, team members, and the growth of our business. Call or jump on our website to learn more.
7th inning up, bottom of the 7th, last chance. Bryce Air will face Plowman, Olds, and Simonson. 6 runs needed.
Catcher number 12, Cannon Plowman.
So Air, the first pitch to Plowman is a ground ball. Knocked down by Gladowski. He's going to have to make the long throw. He will not. And there's a runner aboard. An E5.
Third baseman number 18, Brian Olds.
If it's a different runner, put the catcher right. Yeah. E5. And here comes Olds. Olds 1 for 2. He takes a strike. That one just missing. It's going to be a ball and a strike. Outside. 2-1. And stay tuned for your post-game coverage. You're probably going to be up here in the press box. That's popped back and out of play. 2-2 on Olds. Swung on and missed. Foul tip hung on to. And there's another strikeout. 1 down for Marcos Simonson.
Left fielder number 20, Marcos Simonson.
Simonson 0 for 2. Strikeout and a ground up. As he comes up empty with a big swing. Fouled back, 0-2. The 0-2. Popped him up. Foul ground, Morozic falls. Fonte is there, and he makes the catch. That'll work. There's no style points to win a championship. Now here's Caleb Ellis. Last chance. Ellis 0 for 1 with a walk. Fouled back, 0-1. High and away, 1-1. This might be Ayers' last hit, or he's got 99 right now. He will get Huber potentially if it gets to that point. It's 2-1. The 2-1. 3-1. Three, 1. 3-2. Full count. 1 strike away. Ball 4. Now here comes Huber.
Center fielder number 8, Brennan Huber.
Huber 0 for 3. Last hitter for Air. Low, ball 1. 2 on, 2 outs. Plover with a 6-run lead. 1 out away from locking up a trip to Marinette on Tuesday. Fouled back. Yep. 1-1. 2-1. Looking to end his tournament run right here. Ground ball foul past third. 2-2. Once again, Rapids down to their final strike. Two balls, 2 strikes. Line drive. Just over the glove of Beekler. That'll bring in a run. It'll be 6-1. Huber drives in a run. Simons is going to come up. Just a couple of inches short was Beekler. And that's going to be the end of the line for Bryce Air. As we will get a step aside, we'll have our changes when we return. As it looks like Devin Morozic is going to be the pitcher to try and close this one out against Simonson. We'll step aside. We're back with 2 outs in the 7th on Zaleski Sports.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
Bauer & Feind has been based in Marshfield since 1955. And if you're in business that long, you're obviously doing many things right. We always focus on selling world-class. Bauer & Feind has been based in Marshfield since 1955. And if you're in business that long, you're obviously doing many things right. We always focus on selling world-class products, backing it up with world-class customer support.
Working with Brownfine Business Technologies has been a pleasure. We have staff on call that we can call if we ever have issues, and the printer usability has been really easy, user-friendly.
Give us a call, visit our website. We'd be happy to come in, talk to you. Maybe there's a way we can help you save some money and work more efficiently.
One out to go. Brett Simonson, the hitter, against Devin Morozic. And he misses high with a fastball, 1-0. Simonson's got a hat trick. He struck out 3 times. Arrow went 6 2/3. 5 hits, 1 run, unearned, fouled off, 1-1. Morozic, making his 8th appearance out of the pen. He's got a 3.82 earned run average. That one just missing. I don't know where. It's 2-1. Mr. Barman's squeezing the zone a little bit. Swing and a miss. Once again, for the 3rd consecutive batter, Rapids down to their final strike. Devin Morozic looking to shut it down. Plover's going to Marinette. Strike 3 called, ball game over. The Plover Black Sox are going to state. They will take on Kaukauna. As we're going to keep things here for our awards ceremony quick before we hear from our friends at Nasonville. We'll run things up here for our post-game coverage. So we're going to actually hear from our friends at Nasonville now, and then we'll be back with our post-game coverage on Zaleski Sports.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fear, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
All right, back here to Plover. Jason Zaleski here filling in as Mike Wendlandt will be headed to the field. We see Craig Sankey with our regional championship plaque down on the field here at Veterans Memorial Ballpark in Plover as this one has ended. Plover 6-1 winners over the Wisconsin Rapids Rangers. And first off, congratulations to the Rangers, Court Halber, manager, and others for these Wisconsin Rapids Rangers on just a fantastic season. I know the guys mentioned it during the broadcast that it's a shame that only one of these teams gets to go to state. They are definitely both state.
Try to keep especially the relievers as fresh as possible. And like you said, Caden Thauer in that first game, man, we're that close to losing the game 1 in this tournament, but Caden came in and we knew it just wasn't working with Carl, and our defense wasn't very good for him either. But Caden did an outstanding job. Braylon, yesterday hitting 4 guys, but he pulled his neck and got through 6 innings. And Ben was lights out in the 7th, and then, Reckner's just been solid for us all season. He gives us lots of innings. The same with Bryce Ayre. Bryce Ayre is a pretty special Legion pitcher for us.
Let's see what, Coach. I'll let you get out of here. We'll see you against Kaukauna.
Sounds good. Thanks,
on
Mike.
Tuesday night. So we'll get Bryce Ayre over here. Our first of our 3 players that we're going to talk to here. We're trying to get here before the rain really starts hitting, and yeah. Bryce goes 6 2/3 strong. They were counting on you in this game. You saved for this game. And what were you feeling getting the ball in a championship game?
Couldn't wait. It's big time, and I love being in that situation.
And of course, last time you started a game was 1 week ago. You had a pretty special night then as well, a pretty special game. But what were you feeling thrown out against a team like Rapids, who you guys have seen, who you kind of struggled against earlier?
Oh, yeah, Rapids is solid. Start of the season had a little shaky start, but then came into this one a little more confident after last week and just felt good all day.
And then what were you feeling watching the on-deck circle when Chase hit that homer?
That's great, setting the tone in the first inning, getting a nice lead, helps me on the mound, and, hitting next is kind of hard to top that, but it's great for when I'm pitching.
And then for you, your last Legion season, how's it feel going to state?
Love it. Yeah, didn't get to last year, so it's great that my last one we do.
Absolutely great job, Bryce, and we'll see you on Tuesday.
Yep.
Let's bring in Devin Morozic. Couple of hits today and also got the final out. He struck out the final batter to send his team to state. Haven't had a chance to talk to you this year. I guess, what were you seeing on the mound facing Simonson?
Well, you know, you just come in, you want to throw strikes, put the ball in play, give your defense a chance to make plays.
And then this year, of course, you didn't play all last year. You're coming back this year. You've been hitting the ball really well these past couple of weeks. How are you feeling at the plate, and what are you going to take from this run going into Marinette?
No, I'm seeing the ball good. Just keep doing what I'm doing. Keep hitting the ball hard.
And for this team, what does it feel for you, for this Black Sox team, going to state again?
It's exciting. It's a great opportunity. Just look forward to it.
Sounds great. Great job, Devin. And now we're going to bring in our Highlight House player of the game, the guy who drove in the winning run, and it was himself on Championship Saturday, Chase Geyer with the 2-run homer. Did you know it was gone off the bat?
I did not. I kind of thought it might have had a chance, but I wasn't 100% sure.
And what does it feel? I thought you could only hit grand slams. This time it's only half that, but you get the job done. What was the feeling rounding the bases?
I was pretty excited because, it was the first runs of the regional championship game, and it was just a really good feeling.
And then Bryce making that stuff hold up. The defense behind you guys was great. What were you seeing from Bryce throwing on that mound?
Just Bryce being Bryce, doing what he does best, and that's throwing strikes and striking kids out.
And so as the rain's falling, we're going to do one last question, then we'll get you in our Highlight House. What does it feel for you going to state?
Ready to win.
Perfect. So let's get in our Highlight House. You see our camera right up there. And it is all going to be yours.
I'm Chase Geyer, and I'm in the house.
Great job, Chase. Good job. Go get dry off. Chase Geyer, Highlight House player of the game, as Plover is on their way to the state tournament at Marinette. They'll play their first game at 5 o'clock Tuesday. They're taking on Kaukauna in that first game in Marinette. Of course, we got 4 games. The first couple of days, we're there for every single game at the state tournament up in Marinette starting on Tuesday morning. So that being said, as the rain is starting to follow me, we're going to wrap things up. A big thanks to everyone joining us this week. A big thanks to all the fans here, our sponsors, Cal Jacoby, Katie Lecton, Chris Conley, Trevor Zaleski, Jason Zaleski, Steve Maves, Bill Held, everyone involved. It has been an awesome week. We're so glad to be here as we get set. And a big congratulations once again to the Plover Black Sox regional champions here in 2023. So for all of us, until next time, until Tuesday morning, we're ready for more American Legion baseball up in Marinette. We'll see you there. First game right up there. So this is Mike Wendland saying so long. One more time from Zaleski Sports. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Stay cool, stay dry, and good night.